We're here with Dr. Judd Brewer, Director of Research at the Center for Mindfulness at the University of Massachusetts Medical School, and an internationally known expert on mindfulness for addiction. Judd, tell us a little bit about the work at the center and also what you're up to in the mindfulness field.
Well, thanks for having me, Jim. Right now, my group, right now in collaboration with Nicholas Van Dam, Wilby Britton, Jake Davis, and others, we just looked at how our personality can be shaped or formed based on the ancient psychology behind mindfulness, whether it's approach or avoid or dissociate, which seems to line up a bit with how we learn in general and how even we form addictions. And we just published a temperament questionnaire or a behavioral tendencies questionnaire where people can actually learn what their tendencies are. So that's one thing that we've been up to. My lab's also been focused on looking to see how we can augment MBSR, mindfulness-based stress reduction training, through the use of neurofeedback augmentation, where we give people feedback from specific parts of their brain as they're learning to meditate. And the hope is that we can provide a mental mirror so they can see what it's like when they get caught up in their experience versus when they let go and are just resting in an effortless awareness, which is easier said than done and pretty hard to get feedback on when you're trying to watch somebody and see if they're meditating correctly. So that's an ongoing study that we're doing that's funded by the NIH. We're also looking to see if digital technology can deliver mindfulness training in a standardized way. We've got a couple of studies running with smoking cessation in particular, where we're testing an app called Craving to Quit to see how well it can help people quit smoking. We're comparing it to the National Cancer Institute's Quit Guide, the app that they've put out themselves. So those are a couple of things that we're up to right now.
That's terrific. Can you tell us also a little bit about the center, more broadly speaking, as far as courses or conferences or focus for the Center for Mindfulness?
Well, the center is doing a lot of things. The center has actually just started offering mindfulness-based cognitive therapy courses as part of our core clinic curriculum. So we've been offering MBSR courses for the last 35 years, and just this last fall started offering MBCT, which is a program specifically to help people not fall back into depressive episodes. That foundational work was done by Zindel Siegel, John Teasdale, and others, and we're now starting to offer that as part of the clinic. We're also collecting data from the MBCT and MBSR courses with a new online data collection system that we are piloting here and hope to be able to roll out across the world to any affiliated centers that are offering MBSR courses, so we can start aggregating and collecting the same type of data where we can compare between institutions and all sorts of different things in aggregate.
Amazing stuff. So now that we're rolling into 2016, can you share with us a little bit about what's emerging for you in your work in the coming year?
We're very interested in seeing how we can actually provide, evidence-based and standardized mindfulness training. So as I mentioned, we're looking at smoking cessation, but we're also starting to test different types of mindfulness trainings for different pain points, if you want to think of them that way. So if somebody's pain point is that they're smoking and they want to quit smoking, but smoking is painful for them, so we can use smoking as a doorway in to teach them mindfulness. We're also starting, and we've been pilot testing for the last year or year and a half, a mindful eating program where we can train people how to mindfully eat through the pain point of stress eating or emotional eating, which affects quite a few people. So we can think of stress in terms of people's pain points. So you might have something that's really painful for you, like smoking, and you're trying to quit smoking and you can't do it. It's really stressful. So we've developed these mindfulness trainings for specific problems or specific pain points that we can use as a doorway into training people in mindfulness, like smoking, for example. We're now starting to test this with other pain points such as stress eating. We've been pilot testing a digital mindfulness delivery platform for stress eating for the last year and a half in my clinic and with other pilot subjects, and are about to start our first pilot study with mindfulness training for stress eating shortly.
That's terrific. That's quite a lot of research you've got underway and interesting stuff. How do you think Mindful, with the work that we're doing, can help support the work you'll be doing in 2016?
I think Mindful has already been a great support for the entire field in a number of different ways, but you don't need to hear that. I think Mindful can keep doing the great job that it's doing in terms of really highlighting some of the key science. I think it can also bring awareness to some of the key issues. For example, fidelity in mindfulness training is important, and having good quality teaching is going to be especially important, in my opinion, as we see a lot of mindfulness training programs pop up all over the world. I think also finding out different methods to really help people stay connected and continue their practice beyond short training courses will be interesting to see. And I think that's something the Mindful magazine can help with. It'd be great to see its readers take our behavioral tendencies questionnaire so they can learn their behavioral tendencies and learn a little bit more about how our natural reward-based learning process gets put into play, even in terms of our personalities.
Judd, thanks so much.